Okay, everyone, here we go with taking apart this keyboard that I've noticed when you press one key, multiple keys would go down. So I figured let's take it apart, check it out, and sure enough, pretty classic. Somebody has spilled some type of beverage inside. So that's going to need a very detailed clean, and it's also on the side of the keys. And so fortunately these hammer action keys are not too bad to remove. Do a good cleaning and that should remedy to where when you press one key, just one key goes down. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, some musicians suck with beverages and their instruments. But as far as tools, let's see. I just use this to remove the screws. Probably just use some 99% alcohol and Q-tips to do a good detail and cleaning. Just thought I'd share some more stuff where it's combining tools and music instruments. Alright, catch you next time. Okay everyone, here's the next part. As you can see, some beverage has been spilled in between the keys, and it's all on the side of the plastic as well. So what I'm going to use is some Q-tips, alcohol. I prefer 99%, but I didn't have it. This is actually a Dawn. That's pretty much the only liquid soap degreaser that I will use, because Dawn is excellent for what it does. And then I have a pot of hot water. Well, not too hot, I can stick my finger in it. Hot water with white vinegar and some Dawn soap. So you take this and use this for the plastic only. The liquid is for the plastic only. The Q-tip and the alcohol are for the contacts around here. So yeah, a lot of fun. But if you have some questions, I can't say that this is something that I do. I've done something similar to this maybe twice, but I just figured the issue was in the key, so I decided to take it apart to assess things, and yeah, that's what was found. So I'll do another video later for the completion and put it all together for you guys. Well, put it all together and then share it with you. Thank you. Okay everyone, and it continues. It's sort of like cleaning out baby's nose. You can't like really reuse the same Q-tip, and once again, this probably is some type of alcohol or Coke, probably. But yeah, so it's getting better. I had to take apart more keys because the stuff had traveled underneath. I think I pretty much have the section that was impacted pretty much done. So once again, you just go at this like, there's still some little areas I'm going to get to, but you go at this like you would a infant's nose, very carefully. You don't want to use the same Q-tip that you have stuff on there. Just get rid of it because you're going to drop some more in there and you can't really wipe it off. So fortunately, Q-tips are pretty inexpensive. But anyway, this is the update. Still have to get to all the plastic parts. Alright. Okay, I must say that I am impressed with how the Juno Ds88 is configured on the inside. Now you have each one is individually weighted to a point where even if you're not an engineer, you can look at this and appreciate what's going on in this board to allow the keypad or the keyboard to really feel good. Whenever you see 3, it's always going to be on the higher end boards. The lower end boards just have 2 of the sensors that have like one not as deep as the other one, and that's supposed to impact the sensitivity of when you press the keys. But the point is, I just wanted to share with you, because for me this is not something that you really get a chance to see inside of a keyboard. I wouldn't say this is newer, it's been out several years, but the reason this is open is because the person that sold it to me forgot to mention that they spill things all inside, so it was a little jacked up and the keys were not individually the way you press this, and just that one key, the way it was, I will press this and 2 or 3 keys on the side of this will all come down. And that's because these are very still have the substance, whatever it was, some type of brown whiskey, brandy or something, or Coke. And yeah, that right there. So that was over everything. So anyway, I'm just showing you guys the insides of the Juno Ds88 key. It's very nice. As you can see, they use like a pink type of lubricant grease. Yeah. So anyway, nothing big, nothing major that I'm sharing in this video, just sharing the inside and what it looks like, and it's pretty impressive. And for this keyboard not to be like a $3,000 keyboard, I really appreciate what they have done. And so it's really good bang for the buck. The keyboard is about, I think, $200 or $300 more than the original price from the time that it came out. But of course, all you super duper internet folks will figure all that out. But anyway, just sharing it with you. Thank you very much. All right, everyone, a quick tip. As I'm cleaning off the plastic keys, I am being very careful not to remove the grease that's on the tip. That way I will not have to like re-grease these. And for some of you that might embark on something like this particular keyboard actually was not that bad. I like the fact that everything stayed within this panel, the section, so I only had to disconnect one cable, which was really nice, just one small little harness, and you remove the screws from the back, so it's really simplistic to remove the housing and expose the keypad. Yeah, so just in case you haven't heard or haven't ran into this information, when you're removing these keys, which are very simple, no tools needed, you can do it with your hand. You must remove the white keys first in order to remove the black keys. And as you place them back on, you do the reverse. You place the black keys on first, then you insert the white keys on the side of the black keys. So that's what you have to do to remove, and that's what you have to do to replace. So actually removing is not complicated at all. You do not have to be technical, you don't have to have previous experience. Just be very careful with removing these, because you have to open them slightly so they can come from around the hinge. I cannot do it with one hand. I don't want to try to do it with one hand. But all you do is just open these up and they squeeze around the pivoting portion, the stationary part that's pivoting, and then this is the other part that's connected to the little rocker arm and the weight that goes up and down and yada yada yada. But anyway, the point of this video is to share with you, remove white first, then black, and to replace it, place the black ones on first, then the white. That's it. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hopefully I can splice these videos together so they can halfway make sense. But yeah, so hopefully I've already explained in other video. I had to take this apart because the owner that I purchased this from did not mention that they spilled a beverage on the inside. So now I have everything super clean, and now I'm just doing the keys individually and replacing them. Thank you very much, and catch you next time. Oh, one other thing, guys. These particular covers here, be very careful because the type of grease that are on these, it's easy for them to become stuck inside your key as you are removing the key. So it's one of these for each one, and it's easy for them to, if they do that, be very conscious, because if you lose these, it's going to be pretty sucky to have to order these. So be very careful, because as you're removing the key, it's possible for them to also become removed underneath without you really noticing it. So you have to be very detailed, and as you can see, some are up, some are down, and these are just here to allow the plastic to rest on those, so it's not plastic on metal and it's making a little clicking sound. So I just wanted to remind you guys of that. Probably most people are not going to embark on something like this, kind of crazy, but a lot of you DIY people out there just might, and you might spill your drink because you did not listen to the warning. Do not drink around your equipment, period, or have drinks or liquid around your equipment. But just in case, you might do something like my setup, where you purchase something that have had that occur, then you can save yourself the hundreds of dollars that you have to pay to send this to a shop to have it repaired, and all you have to do is remove and clean. Now, I did not know that that was the issue. I just took everything apart to see and assess what might be the issue. I did have an idea that that probably was the case, because these are hammered action, and the fact that I was pressing 1 and 3 were going down, and I know they're not connected, then that's how I knew it's probably something spilled on the inside, making the keys stick. So there we go. All right, I think I went over everything. That's about it for this one. It's not super complicated. Just take apart, simple to take apart. Be very careful and detailed and meticulous within your cleaning procedure. No special tools are needed. No special cleaning solutions were needed. Just hot Dawn water for the plastic, and alcohol for the contact area, and some Q-tips. That's it. Thank you. Catch you next time. Alright, everyone, before I put this back together, I just want to share with you, I think this board, for someone that's not technically inclined, they will be able to do the maintenance on this board, because it comes apart in a very simplistic manner, and everything is easily accessible to where you can see what's going on. And if you had to do any type of repairs or maintenance on this board, I will feel comfortable or confident that most novice beginners that just have patience and a steady or careful hand can go through this board, and if they need to re-grease something or just do a little cleaning or maintenance after a few years, I would suggest that, because just the grit and dirt and oil and things, just the dirt from your hands that are often there all the time, ends up in between these keys and things like that. But my little 2 cents is, this board is built where it's really friendly towards someone that would like to do the maintenance, and you would not have to send it to a shop. And even on the back end of the board, everything is easily so this is the end result after removing everything. Everything works great, and the keys feel really nice. It's even better than before because you had sticky stuff. When you press one, multiple keys would go down. So this is the end result. It works great. Thank you. Hopefully the videos will not be too crazy when I just try to splice or just mash them together. As you guys know, well, most of you, I'm really not a fan of editing, but this video I couldn't do it in one shot. I had to take 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there, and stick it together. But everything was a success. I was very grateful to save myself $300-400 in this repair and allow me to acquire this board at a very reasonable rate, because the guy spilled things in there. And yeah, anyway, thank you, and I will see you guys next time.